A bent bottle cap rests beside my thumb. I twist it off with a sharp little click. The neon sign outside flickers pale green, reflecting in the clear liquid I just poured. 8 hours of nodding at things I don't care about, fade into the chill of this wooden booth. My phone lights up with another notification, so I flip it face down on the sticky table. The chill hits my throat before the heat settles deep. Everyone in this alley is rushing somewhere tonight, while I sit in the corner counting slow breaths. Is this what growing up was supposed to feel like? One small glass to wash away the rehearsed smiles. One quiet place where nobody asked for a deadline. The street lamp bleeds into my cold drink, watching a single droplet run down the glass. I swallow the residual noise of the office floor, hoping tomorrow for guests to arrive on time. My supervisor gave a dry compliment at 5. I printed 30 pages nobody will ever read. Now ice clicks softly against the glass edge, a sound warmer than my whole subway ride home. I spin that sharp metal cap between two fingers, wondering when my ambition shrank down to this. Hey, hey. One small glass to wash away the rehearsed smiles. One quiet place where nobody asked for a deadline. The street lamp bleeds into my cold drink, watching a single droplet run down the glass. I swallow the residual noise of the office floor, hoping tomorrow forgets to arrive on time. Hey, maybe I just needed 20 minutes of empty air. No presentation slides, no packed train transfers, just me, this pour, and the low hum of the kitchen exhaust. A brief pause button before the midnight line. The bottle cap stops spinning on the dark wood. I'll leave a few bills and slide out of the booth. Just one drink enough to walk back to my room. The screech of the late bus echoed off the concrete wall outside. You slid into the booth and threw your heavy shoulder bag aside. I see the shadow underneath your tie, blinking eyes tonight. You loosen up your tie and let the heavy silence rest just right. The fluorescent sign above us flickers in a quiet rhythm. You sigh and count the hours that the corporate clock is giving. Don't tell me that you're fine when your knuckles are so tight. We spent our 20s running through the neon tinted night. So put down your phone, let the unread messages lie. Tonight is just for us under this smoky city sky. Pour a shot for yourself and pour one for me. Let the bitter green bottle set your tired spirit free. Yeah, you carried the weight of a boss and the deadline all day. Wash it down, let the cold spirit wash it away. The street outside is fading as the night grows deep. Drink up, my friend, before the city falls asleep. Yeah, you talk about the promotions that you missed by half an inch. How your stomach turns to knots every time your shoulders flinch. I watch the condensation drip along your chilled glass rim. Yeah, remember when our dreams were big and office lights were dim. Now we calculate our rent and buy the cheapest lager draft. You chill back a small confession, then you let out half a laugh. Don't tell me that you're fine when your knuckles are so tight. We spent our 20s running through the neon tinted night. So put down your phone, let the unread messages lie. Tonight is just for us under this smoky city sky. Pour a shot for yourself and pour one for me. Let the bitter green bottle set your tired spirit free. You carried the weight of a boss in the deadline all day. Wash it down, let the cold spirit wash it away. The street outside is fading as the night grows deep. Drink up, my friend, before the city falls asleep. Tomorrow at 9, the soup goes back on your skin. The metro doors will open and the grind starts again. But right here at this wooden table, you don't have to pretend you're not a title or a worker, just my oldest friend. Empty glass on the table, take your time when you're stable. Walk slow to the station, no more hesitation. Good night, my friend. lipstick suddenly me oral hangs in alleyways, where he loosens up his dark blue tie. His badge is tucked inside a pocket now, his briefcase heavy as the evening sky. He steps inside a tiny corner tent, the orange canvas glowing in the street, and orders one green bottle and a plate, just seeking quiet from the rushing beat. He watches bubbles rise inside the glass. The waiter leaves a steaming bowl of broth. A day of nodding at a wooden desk, now sinking softly in a plastic cloth. He pours a shot to drown the silent stress. Another worker blending in the night. The charcoal burn clears out his weary head beneath the humming of the neon light. No big complaints, just small exhaled sighs. He drinks the liquor till the glass goes dry. His phone lights up with messages unread, a group chat full of noise he leaves unsaid. He swirls the ice inside a plastic cup, not looking for a crowd to lift him up. The grill sizzles slightly in the back, he counts the hours running off the track. A salaryman sitting by the wall, just letting all the heavy pressure fall. He watches bubbles rise inside the glass. The waiter leaves a steaming bowl of broth. A day of nodding at a wooden desk, now sinking softly in a plastic cloth. He pours a shot to drown the silent stress. Another worker blending in the night. The charcoal burn clears out his weary head beneath the humming of the neon light. No big complaints, just small exhaled sighs. He drinks the liquor till the glass goes dry. Tomorrow comes with another train to catch, another deadline and a quick goodbye. But for 10 minutes in this quiet spot, he does not have to act or even try. He pours the shot to drown the silent stress. Another worker blending in the night. The charcoal burn clears out his weary head beneath the humming of the neon light. No big complaints, just small exhaled sighs. He drinks the liquor till the glass goes dry. He leaves some bills and puts his coat back on. The green glass, it's empty on the wood. He walks out slow into the midnight air, having carried through the day the best he could. Quiet fills a tiny kitchen until a sudden thought pierces through. Did I double check that spreadsheet or leave the invoice half pursued? The dark window pane reflects a crumpled shirt and weary eyes. Outside the elevator subway line hums under October skies. I reach into the small fridge and grab a clear glass bottle from the door. Condensation trickles down onto the worn linoleum floor. Clear liquid splashes softly against the heavy crystal base. It tastes bitter on the tongue as another long shift leaves my face. The pale yellow glow of a street lamp cuts across the metal screen, painting tiny silver ripples in a solitary midnight scene. Swallowing the heavy hours while standing alone in the dark. Tired footsteps on concrete echoing past the empty neighborhood park. Just one small pour of cheap spirit washes off the daily grime, finding quiet sanctuary tucked inside this borrowed time. When the neon fades to shadow and the avenue turns still, I let the cold burn settle on my quiet windowsill. A red plastic chair outside the corner store sits under flickering lights. steam floats from a paper bowl of broth into the chilly night. I watch two silver taxis streak bright tail lights down the avenue. My thumb hovers on unread messages I never got around replying to. The manager's sharp voice still lingers in my crowded head, so I let the spirit dull the quiet anger that I kept unsaid. No crowd is clapping for an office worker walking home at 3. Only distant highway hums to keep a lonely soul company. Yet the sharp bite on my palate clears the haze inside my mind, leaving every tight deadline and small mistake far behind. The glass rests almost empty on the cold dark sill. Street lights flicker once, then the metropolis stays still. One last sip of quiet before I finally close my eyes. The night settles softly beneath the dark urban skies. Where do all the deleted sentences go when I backspace at 6 p.m.? Did my team leader notice my fake nod, or was he staring at his own screen? The green bottle swishes on the linoleum, cold glass touching my thumb. 16% alcohol feels like a warm blanket or a gentle punch. I should've eaten actual food first, but cooking takes 40 minutes and eating takes 5. Math never works out in the studio apartment. My mother called it before I let it vibrate until the carpet stopped shaking. Was I rude? Probably. The cheap drink stings the back of my tongue like bad news in a group chat. My brain is a browser tab open from 3 days ago, playing audio I can't find. I swallow the clear liquid, wait for the buzz to fix the posture in my spine. Everything is urgent until you pull the plastic seal off a fresh bottle. Everything is quiet now except the hum of the freezer freezing nothing. Pouring another glass because my mind won't clear its cache. Scrolling through people buying houses and dogs while my ice turns into lukewarm water. Is this what being 29 feels like? Just sitting in sweatpants, washing down the day. Small eyes with cheap amber liquid. I don't even like the taste, I just like the delay. Hold the burn right behind my teeth. Count to 10, let it fade. Yeah, did I attach that spreadsheet? Wait, no, I scheduled the email. Or did I just think about scheduling it while staring at the air conditioner filter? The street below has 3 yellow cabs idling in the rain. They look like plastic toys from my childhood bedroom. The one with glowing stars on the ceiling. My feet are numb inside these black work socks. Alcohol makes the room feel soft around the edges like a low-resolution video stream. I wonder if my boss drinks alone too, or if he goes home to a real dinner. He seems like a man who buys expensive coffee beans. I have instant packets and half a lemon turning brown in the fridge door shelf. Question after question, floating up like bubbles in cheap tonic water. Am I doing fine, or am I just late for a life I didn't sign up for? The ice clinks against the glass rim, sharp and sudden. It breaks the train of thought right before it crashes into something heavy. Maybe I'll just sleep on top of the covers tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll be the person who drinks water and answers text instantly. Why do I always buy the bitter kind? Another sip, ceiling fan spinning in slow circles. 0 unread emails left, 0 answers anywhere. Just the burn in my throat and the city hum outside. The heavy chair releases its grip on my lower back as I finally stand. 10 straight hours pressed in the cheap black leather, leaving an imprint on the cushion that fades as slow as my youth. I put on my coat and walk down into the dimly lit pub near exit 3. Order a cold glass of lager, slide into a wooden booth and pull out my phone. I open a blank document, heading it with your name and the year you were 19. You used to sit at that wooden study desk until 4 in the morning. You thought 25 meant total freedom and a skyline view. I drink this cold phone tonight to tell you what actually came true. Dear boy with the unbroken spirit, I am sitting in the future you cried for. It is not a glamorous penthouse or a crowded concert hall, just my exhausted face. Or maybe you would buy me a drink. We did not conquer the entire world, but we survived every breakdown you thought would kill us. I remember how you skipped meals to buy notebook refills and cheap pens. You were terrified of becoming an average adult working for a monthly salary. Now here I am, checking my bank account between gulps of draft beer, paying rent on time. I spend my daytime writing emails that nobody really reads, but my evenings are peaceful. I miss the raw fire you had, but you would envy the calm I finally found. So put down the pen for an hour and stop stressing about the entrance exams. The worries that keep you awake at night will just become stories I tell over drinks. I lift this frosted glass toward the ghost of who we used to be. You built the bridge that carried me here, step by heavy step. Dear boy with the unbroken spirit, I am sitting in the future you cried for. It is not a glamorous penthouse or a crowded concert hall, just a quiet stool after a long shift. You will probably laugh at my exhausted face, or maybe you would buy me a drink. We did not conquer the entire world, but we survived every breakdown you thought would kill us. Close your books now and go to sleep. The future is heavy, but we carry it well. I will handle tomorrow from here. Drink is finished. Time to go home. Yeah. Tungsten orange washes over the laminate bar, bleeding through the scratch window from a passing car. My shoulders drop 3 inches when the glass hits wood. I nod to the seat beside me like I understood. You look just as wrecked by 6 o'clock as I do. Tired of laying stuffed inside a jacket pocket too. The sign outside flickers in the dull peach glow. Neither of us has anywhere we want to go. The bottle slides between us without a word. Softest clink of green glass I have ever heard. You reach for the bottle and fill up my cup. I tilt my head back before looking back up. We don't need names under the street lamp light, just 2 heavy hearts renting peace tonight. Pour another shot for the overtime blues, trading quiet sighs in our scuffed work shoes. By tomorrow morning we are ghosts again, but right now you're my best stranger friend. Rough day, you ask, flicking the yellow light of flame. I laugh into my glass, say every day's the same. Slack notifications ticking in my brain all night. You're not sighing, softly staring at the light. My supervisor swore he gave me 3 days time, then demanded every slide before the clock struck 9. We toast the bad bosses in the train we missed, finding comfort in a stranger's heavy grocery list. The bottle slides between us without a word. Softest clink of green glass I have ever heard. You reach for the bottle and fill up my cup. I tilt my head back before looking back up. We don't need names under the street lamp light, just 2 heavy hearts renting peace tonight. Pour another shot for the overtime blues, trading quiet sighs in our scuffed work shoes. By tomorrow morning we are ghosts again, but right now you're my best stranger friend. So keep spinning outside the canvas tent. Every single win feels borrowed and spent. You pay your share, slide the folded bill away. Nothing left to prove at the end of the day. A simple take care as you zip your coat. A quiet understanding hanging in my throat. Tungsten orange fades as you step in the street. 2 empty glasses where 2 strangers meet. Scuffed work shoes heading back out in the cold. A story never told, a story never told. Just amber light Coarse woven wool chafes against my neck as I unbutton the collar. This cheap suit fabric feels heavier than the 10-hour shift behind me. I pull up a plastic stool at the quiet corner stand and order a green bottle. As my finger traces the scratchy weave along my left cuff, my mind snaps backward to 6 autumns ago. You were wearing that oversized knit with the unraveling hem, wrapping the soft acrylic sleeves around my cold hands by the convenience store. We didn't mind the wind because that cotton felt like shelter. Pouring clear liquor into a cheap glass cup, watching the liquid ripple under the red lantern glow. The noise of late night taxis fades into white noise. I touch my sleeve and suddenly I am standing in the rain with you again. One drink for the tired kid who thought he had endless time. One drink for the promises left buried in that cold alleyway. The fabric on my arm was soft when you leaned your head there. Now it is just stiff polyester holding together a man in a tie. The memory washes over me before the alcohol even hits my throat. I remember your sleep smelled like cheap peach lotion and damp rain. We could barely afford 2 bowls of warm soup and a single bottle of Soju. You grabbed my cuff and pulled me close when you cried about your future. I swore we would both wear expensive coats and sit in quiet luxury someday. Now I sit here in the coat I wanted, but the thread feels coarse and sharp. My phone stays dark on the table, no notifications from your name. The promotion came through the day, but my shoulder feels completely bare. The flashback slowly dissolves as the glass empties. The rough texture of my cuff rubs against the wet glass rim. I rushed so hard through my 20s just to buy this heavy armor. I would trade every sharp love belt tonight just to hold that frayed cardigan once more. Coarse wool on a tired wrist, clear drink in a heavy hand. I let the memory settle into my chest. Fold the sleeves, pay the bill, and walk into the dark. Yeah. 9:47 flickers on the microwave face. Green LED light cutting through my quiet kitchen space. I pop the cap off a cold bottle, fill a shot, glass high, setting down 2 cups, even though it is only I. One is for my sore shoulders after the day's long shift. The other for a guy 5 years from now I hope to lift. Will he still stare at spreadsheets till his eyes burn red? Or will he drink expensive wine with peace inside his head? I close my eyes and let the liquor burn, waiting for the future that I haven't earned. I hear the faint hum of a midnight train, wondering if tomorrow carries the exact same pain. So here's to the stranger sitting in my future seat, living in a house where all the promises complete. Are you smiling in a garden on a warm July evening? Do you still drink so fast when your heart starts grieving? I lift this tiny glass to the man you get to be, hoping that you look back kindly on the current me. I picture us in 34 sitting by a wide sea view. No suits, no neckties, no emails waiting in the queue. You were laughing with somebody who loves the way you talk, taking long slow breaths on a quiet neighborhood walk. Tonight I'm swallowing bitterness so you can taste the sweet, paying off the dues on this dusty suburban street. The green glass is heavy, the kitchen is warm and still. If I keep pushing through I know you really will. Close my eyes and let the liquor burn, waiting for the future that I haven't earned. I hear the faint hum of a midnight train, wondering if tomorrow carries the exact same pain. So here is to the stranger sitting in my future seat, living in a house where all the promises complete. Are you smiling in a garden on a warm July evening? Do you still drink so fast when your heart starts grieving? I lift this tiny glass to the man you get to be, hoping that you look back kindly on the current me. Maybe we are not so different, you and I, across the time, both trying to turn a quiet midnight into rhyme. I fill your empty shot glass one last time before I sleep. A down payment on the sanity I hope you get to keep. 49 now on the green LED. Just a weary young man dreaming who he is gonna be. Drink up, future me. Drink up. This green plastic cap ring sits alone on the table. I twirl it with my index finger, listening to the hum of the fridge. Another 10-hour shift behind me, another endless email chain buried deep. My shoulders feel heavy, carrying polite apologies I never meant to give. The clear liquor in my glass reflects the dim yellow light above. I swallow the sharp burn, feeling it settle slowly in my chest. Nobody's texting to ask how my day went, and tonight that feels like grace. The wall clock ticks past 11 in the quiet corner. My reflection in the dark window looks tired and worn. I keep spinning this tiny piece of plastic around and around, trying to untangle the clutter. Thoughts inside my head. Just one cold drink to wash away the noise of the train ride home. Just one quiet moment where I do not have to be clever or strong. The bitter bite melts into the stillness of this tiny apartment. I raise my glass to the weary person sitting opposite the glass. Tomorrow will ask for everything again, but tonight I am allowed to rest. Yeah, my phone screen lights up with the battery wanting nothing else. The group chats are silent, everyone is too exhausted to type a line. I remember when we used to talk about changing the world after work. Now my biggest triumph is leaving the office before the lights go out. The plastic ring snaps under the pressure of my thumb. A tiny sharp sound breaks through the heavy room. I pour one last shot, watching the small bubbles rise and disappear. Maybe growing up is just learning how to sit with your own silence. Not every evening needs a dramatic turn or grand realization. Sometimes it is just cheap liquor, a scratch table and steady breath, exhaling the heavy pressure of a city that never stops taking. Just one cold drink to wash away the noise of the train ride home. Just one quiet moment where I do not have to be clever or strong. The bitter bite melts into the stillness of this tiny apartment. I raise my glass to the weary person sitting opposite the glass. Tomorrow will ask for everything again, but tonight I am allowed to rest. The snap plastic ring lies still on the wood now. The glass is empty, the room is cool and quiet. I kick off my socks and step into the bedroom dark. Just another long day survived. Scooter engines on beyond the plastic curtain, as you loosen up your tie with shaky hands. The street outside is slowly growing quiet, while you try to make your tired body stand. You sit across from me without a word. Your phone keeps buzzing on the wooden bench. I swipe the screen away and pour your shot to wash away the corporate office stench. Look at me forget the deadline clock. You spent 9 hours fighting for your place. Leave the unread emails in the dark and let the color come back to your face. Drink it slow, you did enough today. Let the bitter alcohol erase the pain. Every heavy step you took along the road was not a single second spent in vain. Raise your glass, I take the hit with you underneath the flickering yellow sign. You do not have to prove yourself tonight, just let your heavy heart align with mine. I see the shadow dark beneath your eyes, the way your fingers tremble on the rim. You gave your energy to someone else until your inner spark was burning dim. They expect too much from 30-something dreams, trading youth for numbers on a chart. So put the burden down right on this table and let the cool drink warm your weary heart. Look at me forget the deadline clock. You spent 9 hours fighting for your your place. Leave the unread emails in the dark and let the color come back to your face. Drink it slow, you did enough today. Let the bitter alcohol erase the pain. Every step you took along the road was not a single second spent in vain. Yeah. Raise your glass, I take the hit with you underneath the flickering yellow sign. You do not have to prove yourself tonight. Just let your heavy heart align with mine. We were kids who promised we would fly. Now we calculate the price of rent. It is okay to break a little bit when all your stamina is spent. I am sitting right here in the cold to share the weight you carry on your own. The city lulls to sleep outside the door. Take another sip and rest your head. You survived another brutal afternoon. Remember every gentle word I said. You did enough today. You did enough today. Yeah. Roast the garlic and squash skewers perfume the evening breeze. He steps off the escalator with his hands inside his coat pockets. The blue light of his phone screen shows 3 missed calls from a manager who never sleeps. He ignores the small notifications and turns toward the corner pub. The wooden sliding door creaks open to welcome another exhausted worker. He takes the stool in the far back where the air is still. His lanyard slips off and rests on the lemon top. The steam from the soup broth rises slowly into his tired eyes. He nods to the owner without saying a word. A single chill glass arrives on a dripping coaster. He pours the clear spirit down to the rim. Drowns out the hum of the city once again. Every heavy sentence he held back today, swallowed in a single gulp, washed far away. The green bottle rests beside his folded hands. Just a quiet stranger who finally understands that tomorrow brings the exact same ride, but tonight he keeps the peace inside. His thumbs trace the edge of a wet coaster while the television plays the news. Across from him, 2 office workers talk about mortgages and monthly dues. He stays silent, watching the bubbles rise to the surface of his drink. No reports to edit, no keyboard clicks, no time left to overthink. The crisp bite of alcohol burns his throat in the sweetest way. It takes 3 seconds for his shoulders to drop after a 12-hour day. His lanyard slips off and rests on the lemony top. The steam from the soup broth rises slowly into his tired eyes. He nods to the owner without saying a word. A single chill glass arrives on a dripping coaster. He pours the clear spirit down to the rim. Drowns out the hum of the city once again. Every heavy sentence he held back today, swallowed in a single gulp, washed far away. The green bottle rests beside his folded hands. Just a quiet stranger who finally understands that tomorrow brings the exact same ride, but tonight he keeps the peace inside. He leaves a small tip on the dark wood board, steps back out where the chilly evening rain is poured. His breath turns white in the dim street lamp glow. The alcohol settles warm and slow. He walks toward the subway with lighter feet, leaving the heavy day behind on this quiet street. One last breath of cold night air. He checks his watch without a care. The glass was small, the silence deep. He heads on home to fall asleep. An uninvited memory breaks the silence, just as the green bottle meets my thumb. The room is still except for dust and light, a sudden prompt asking why I became so numb. Neon red from the cross across the street bleeds through the blinds onto my warm wooden desk. I pour 3 fingers of clarity into clear glass, watching the liquor ripple slow and quiet. The refrigerator hums a low bass line outside. A delivery bike cuts the wet asphalt. I put down my phone face first on the table, leaving the group chat unread for tonight. Steam rises from the instant broth, condensation trickles down the side. 12 hours of answering polite demands fades as the bitter chill begins to slide. Drink until the city noise softens out underneath the amber bowl hanging low. One shot for the version of me they saw today, one shot for the shadow I keep below. The swallow is warm against my throat, filtering the day through a tinted lens. Just a quiet corner in a loud world where the shifts end and the real self begins. The fried chicken box sits half open on paper, grease spots blooming like dark little maps. My tie lies coiled like a sleeping snake beside receipts from 4 different train stops. I trace the circular ring left on the veneer, thinking about the manager's tight smile. How easily we trade our daylight hours for a small plastic cup and a moment's pause. No one calls at this hour unless it's trouble, so I toast the reflection in the dark window frame. A silhouette holding a small glass cup without a title, a badge, or a name. Steam fades from the lukewarm bowl, droplets pool around the heavy bass. 12 hours of nodding as someone else's rhythm dissolves in the quiet of the small space. Drink until the city noise softens out underneath the amber bowl hanging low. One shot for the version of me they saw today, one shot for the shadow I keep below. The swallow is warm against my throat, filtering the day through a tinted lens. Just a quiet corner in a loud world where the shifts end and the real self begins. A train rumbles beneath the floorboards far below, carrying the last tired workers home. I lean my head back against the drywall, finding comfort in being entirely alone. The glass grows heavy, the room grows soft, the sharp edges of the day turn round. Clear glass on a dark wood grain, the last drop settles down. Midnight washes over the window pane. In the quiet, I am finally found. How many stops until my shoes start feeling borrowed? Nobody answers the intercom at midnight, but the neon stays alive. Clear liquid is the bottom of a paper cup, swallowed down the shift. My supervisor had a ring on his thumb, weird detail to remember. The fluorescent tubes flicker twice, sound like a tired mosquito. I count 3 peanuts on the blue plastic stool, forgotten by someone who left early. Am I leaving early, or am I just late to my own? Your thoughts drift like condensation running down the label. Unread notifications stack up in the top left corner of my screen. I do not want to reply, I just want this stinging back of my throat to stay warm. The city keeps breathing through the air conditioner vent. Who decided tomorrow starts at midnight anyway? I sit alone with 2 shots left inside this green bottle, watching the streetlights turn into blurry amber dots. We work all day to buy 20 minutes of quiet on a plastic chair, tasting cold rice wine and bitter air, letting the noise dissolve. The convenience store automatic doorbell plays 3 notes in D major. A guy in a black puffer jacket buys 2 packs of menthols. I wonder if his boss also uses words like synergy when he means overtime. My phone buzzes twice against the Formica table, probably my mother asking if I ate a triangle kimbap at 4 p.m. while hiding in the supply closet. Pour another inch, the ice is already half water. Cloudy at the edges, my feet hurt in these dress shoes. My knees feel 20 years older than my ID says. Yellow cab swerve past the crosswalk, spraying pot of water on the curb. If I stay here until the first train runs, does today count as yesterday? The sting on my tongue washes out the spreadsheets and the polite head nods. Every conversation today was just waiting for my turn to apologize. No one apologized to the glass on this table, but it holds everything I cannot say. work all day to buy 20 minutes of quiet on a plastic chair. Tasting cold rice wine and bitter air, letting the noise dissolve. Too many stops until my shoes stop feeling borrowed. The blue plastic stool is cold under my thighs. One last sip, swallow the rest of the shift. The green bottle goes in the blue recycling bin with a quiet cling. Walking home slow, step by step, before the sun remembers my name. Yeah, the solid weight of this wooden chair anchors me after 10 long hours out, loosen up my silk tie, pour cold glass, watching the bubbles rise. If I can mail a letter back to the kids sitting in that cramped school library, I would tell them that the future isn't as shiny as you hoped it would be. You used to think 25 meant having every answer in your pocket. Now I sit in the quiet corner bar trying to keep my heart inside its socket. The clear liquid burns a little bit down my throat tonight. I look at the ice floating slow under the dim amber light. I am writing this down on a napkin just for you. Everything you worried about turned into something we had to pull through. Dear little me, drink a toast to the path that brought us here. We survived the long nights and all the nameless quiet fear. I am sitting at this table playing for the dreams you used to dream. It is heavier than you thought, but softer than it used to seem. Take a sip, let it settle. You are doing alright. I am holding down the present for us both tonight. Yeah, yeah. Remember how you thought a dark suit meant you had made it to the top? Now it is just an armor I peel off when the office engines stop. You cried over that university exam like the whole world was ending. If you saw me right now, would you like the adult I am pretending? I drink this small shot of cheap spirit so I can talk to your ghost. You were so eager to grow up, but patience is what I needed most. I know you wanted luxury, I know you wanted fame. Instead we got a quiet apartment and a badge with our name. But don't be disappointed, kid, we didn't lose the spark. We just learned how to keep a small light burning in the dark. Dear little me, drink a toast to the path that brought us here. We survived the long nights and all the nameless quiet fear. I am sitting at this table playing for the dreams you used to dream. It is heavier than you thought, but softer than it used to seem. Take a sip, let it settle. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You are doing alright. I am holding down the present for us both tonight. The chair feels lighter now as I finish up the glass. I promise I won't forget the boy who made this moment pass. Sleep well back in high school, do not worry about the view. I'm taking care of everything for you. Bruised amber neon bleeds through the vinyl tent door. Calloused in a warm mustard tint on the concrete floor. I'm buttoning my collar, loosen the navy tie, watching the traffic light switch from green to red inside. The man on the stool beside me orders a second flask. He looks at my empty cup before I even ask. Tough shifty murmur sliding the green glass near. It gets lighter, he says, once to drown out the fear. I'm not letting the cold liquid hit my chest. We are two ghosts looking for a place to rest. No names exchanged across this plastic bar, just two exhausted souls counting the bruises and scars. Borrowing fire from next door just to light a cigarette. Talking to a face I know I will probably forget. He tells me his boss screamed about a late report. I tell him my dreams were sliced a little short. Under the mustard glow we toast to making it through. A stranger in the dark who feels the same as you. He scratches his watch face, looking down at the times. The 32 feels like climbing a vertical line. I laugh into my palms, the alcohol kicking in slow. I thought by 30 I would actually know where to go. He passes the lighter back, his fingers rough and cold. Nobody knows, he smiles, we just learn to act cold. The streetcar hums as the broad bubbles up high. Two strangers drinking under an oversized city sky. Borrowing fire from next door just to light a cigarette. Talking to a face I know I will probably forget. He tells me his boss screamed about a late report. my dreams were sliced a little short. Under the mustard glow we toast to making it through. A stranger in the dark who feels the same as you. We do not ask for phone numbers when the bill is paid. Some comfort is better left in the temporary shade. He stands up, adjusts his jacket, offers a nod goodbye. No promises made, no heavy reasons why. The amber light fades as he walks into the street, leaving just the quiet sound of moving feet. One last glass down my throat to clear the air. Tomorrow comes tomorrow, but tonight I do not care. Yesterday you said I talk too little now. I watch the steam escape the cheap ceramic bowl. A grease mark spreads across the paper placemat. My thumb is dry where the ink stains settle deep. The price of salted peanuts went up 301. A thumb-sized tear hangs off the poster on the brick. My battery blinks red at 14%. Clear liquid swirling in the thick green glass. I notice every single minor flaw around me. The frayed thread pulling from my left coat sleeve. The way the table wobbles when I lean my wrist. The quiet list of things that do not mean a thing. One quick shot to settle down the noise. Counting tiny details in the dim fluorescent glow. Scratched alloy, watch ticking on my arm. A bed receipt with numbers that I shouldn't know. Drink it down before the ice turns into water. Just a quiet tally of the day that passed us by. The girl 2 seats away is yellow paint on her boot. The waiter drops a spoon and says he's sorry twice. A stray hair caught inside my plastic phone case. The ceiling fan wobbles with a high squeaking rhythm. I count 6 soy sauce packets stacked beside the grill. My reflection in the window looks 3 years older. A tiny chip along the rim where my bottom lip sits. The condensation drips onto a damp blue cloth. Yesterday you told me that I lost my ambition. Maybe I'll just spend it all on paying monthly rent. Look at how the mustard bottle leaks around the top. Look at how the second hand keeps crawling to the edge. One quick shot to settle down the noise. Counting tiny details in the dim fluorescent glow. A scratched alloy, watch ticking on my arm. A band receipt with numbers that I shouldn't know. Drink it down before the ice turns into water. Just a quiet tally of the day that passed us by. 10:32 on the clock over the fridge. The bottle is empty, transparent and cold. Oh, I pay with exact change and step out the door. Your words from yesterday fade into the draft. Scratchy synthetic blend tugs my wrist as I roll back the cuff of this cheap corporate shirt. Sitting alone at the corner table with a glass of draft beer. The condensation drips on my lap, feeling the rough weed between my fingertips. Suddenly pulls me back 5 years ago. You used to stretch out these same elbows when you were nervous. We sat on the bench near Cinchon, sharing one thin jacket. The fabric felt soft back then, despite the cold wind. Now I buy tailored suits, but everything feels stiff and heavy. The bitter lager slides down my throat, dissolving the dust of a 12-hour shift. I look at my reflection in the amber liquid and see 2 young kids laughing through the fog. We traded worn-out mitts for clean pressed collars, chasing salaries that promise to make us complete. Now I sit in this quiet tavern, swallowing memories. Wish I could return to the days before the shine wore off, when we held each other through frayed sleeves, and the world felt small enough to fit inside our hands. Yeah, I remember the exact texture of your green oversized cardigan, peeling at the seams where your canvas bag rubbed against it. We used to count on spare change to buy one bottle of diluted soju, pouring it in the paper cups behind the convenience store. You said my hands were always warm no matter how cold the night got. Today my hands are callous from typing endless spreadsheets. I touch the edge of my jacket pocket and find an old cinema ticket. The ink is completely faded, just like the promises we whispered. I take another gulp, letting the cold bubbles sting my tongue. Why does success feel like a room without any furniture? The fabric of this life is tightly woven now. No loose threads allowed, no room for sudden tears. But whenever I loosen my tie and pour a drink, the ghost of your soft woolen sweater rests across my lap, reminding me who I was before I learned to stay silent. We traded worn out knits for clean pressed collars, chasing salaries that promise to make us complete. Now I sit in this quiet tavern, swallowing memories. Wish I could return to the days before the shine wore off, when we held each other through frayed sleeves, and the world felt small enough to fit inside our hands. The draft glass is empty now. The fabric under my fingers feels cold again. I pay the bill and step out into the midnight air, fastening the top button against the rising wind. 1208 glows in red on the wall. I stare at the digits while filling my glass. I close my tired eyes and I step through the years, picturing myself when the struggle is past. I see a small kitchen with soft yellow lights, no lingering deadlines to ruin my nights. 35 years old, sitting down by the window, drinking a cold lager without any frights. Right now the cheap soju burns in my throat. My collar is unbuttoned under my heavy winter coat, but I trace the outline of who I will be, a man who survived all this chaos for me. One day I will sip this and smile at today, when every hard hour has faded away. I will toast to the kid who kept pushing through the storm, in a quiet apartment where the evening stays warm. No urgent text messages buzzing on the desk, just a peaceful glass of whiskey and a well-earned rest. I imagine my hands with a few subtle lines, holding a clear cup of polished red wine. The noise of the station won't weigh on my chest, because future me finally learned how to rest. He looks back at me in this dark corner booth, counting up every small step of my youth. He nods with a smile and he whispers through time, thank you for holding that heavy red line. Tonight I am drowning in targets and stress, sorting through chaos and doing my best, but the clock keeps ticking toward the distant day, where peace is not borrowed, it is here to stay. 1208 turns to 1209. I finish my glass and I know I will be fine. To the man I am building, just wait a little more. I am walking your way right through this front door. So Subway, grace, rattle, underpass and late night tires, and you finally drop your bag on the plastic chair. You look like you have been fighting the war all day, loosening that collar while the street lights flare. I ordered the hot stew in a chill green bottle. No need to tell me how your supervisor behaved. I saw the text you sent at 5:45, but I know how much patience you spent and saved. The steam rises up between your face and mine. Leave the office group chat muted for the night. You do not have to smile if you're feeling burned out. We are just two exhausted friends under yellow light. Hold up your glass and let the cold liquid stain wash down the nonsense they fed you today. You do not need to be strong when sitting with me. Just breathe out the bitterness and throw it away. Tomorrow will come whether we like it or not. So tonight let your shoulders fall heavy and slow. Drink up my friend, let the table take the weight. You take a slow sip and bite down on a pepper, laughing at how stupid the deadlines have grown. Remember when we swore we would conquer this city? Now we are just hoping our bus routes are known. Your phone screen lights up with the manager name, slide it face down on the sticky wood top. They do not own your hours once the street lights are bright. This is where their authority has to stop. The steam rises up between your face and mine. Leave the office group chat muted for the night. You do not have to smile if you're feeling burned out. We are just two exhausted friends under yellow light. Hold up your glass and let the cold liquid sting wash down the nonsense they fed you today. You do not need to be strong when sitting with me. Just breathe out the bitterness and throw it away. Tomorrow will come whether we like it or not. So tonight let your shoulders fall heavy and slow. Drink up my friend, let the table take the weight. I've seen you work the weekends without a complaint, trying so hard to be someone they praise, but nobody wins a medal for breaking their back, lost in the middle of these 20-something days. So pass me the bottle and I will pour you one more. Let the clear liquid fill up right to the rim. The motorcycle hum fades out down the street. You are doing alright, man, do not forget who you are. Just drink your glass before it warms in your hand, under the plastic cover of this late night bar. Sweet barley malt and damp rain drift through the plastic doorway. He counts the wet condensation rings left on the yellow table. 12 hours of corporate deference fade behind his heavy eyelids, as he spins the green glass bottle with a practiced tired finger. His navy blazer hangs limp across the back of a blue plastic chair, and his phone screen sits face down, mercifully silent for once. He didn't call a friend tonight, he didn't want to explain why the small mistakes of precious feel like heavy iron chains. He just watches the liquor settle in the shallow cup, waiting for the burning cold to warm his heavy chest right up. He takes a slow drink and lets the midnight settle in, washing off the artificial smiles underneath the skin. Just one glass to bridge the gap between who he had to be and the boy who used to wonder what it felt like to be free. The alleyway is quiet now, the city breathes real low. He swallowed down another day and now he lets it go. The streetcar cook sets down a steaming dish of fried tofu. No words exchanged between them, just a nod that says I see you. His thumb traces the smooth green rim where the label peeled away, filtering out the 50 emails sent throughout the exhausting day. His plastic ID badge sits deep in his coat, hidden out of sight. He's just another nameless shadow drinking in the night. He doesn't check his banking app, he doesn't count the time, trading 24 long hours for a quiet state of mind. He pours another finger with and watches small bubbles rise. The neon yellow street lamp glow reflects inside his eyes. He takes a slow drink and lets the midnight settle in, washing off the artificial smiles underneath his skin. Just one glass to bridge the gap between who he had to be and the boy who used to wonder what it felt like to be free. The alleyway's quiet now, the city breathes real low. He swallowed down another day and now he lets it go. Tomorrow brings the early bus, the crush of crowded doors, the endless white fluorescent lights and polished subway floors. But right here in this corner tent under the orange glow, he doesn't know a single word to anyone he used to know. He holds the chilly glass against his cheek to rest his mind, leaving the rush of yesterday 3 steps behind. He leaves exact change on the plastic table, stands up slow, adjusts his collar against the wind and turns around to go. One quiet glass, a heavy breath, a walk into the dark, leaving the leftover noise behind near the silent neighborhood park. A sharp realization cuts the stillness right as the bottle touches my lips. The apartment is dead quiet, save for the low hum of the fridge. I sit on the linoleum floor, towel loose and back pressed to the wall. The street lamp outside throws long zebra stripes across the ceiling. Condensation rolls slowly down the green glass in my palm. I spent 9 hours pretending to care about quarterly slides. Now I watch a single cold drop hit my bare ankle in the dark. The bitter liquid hits my throat like a reality check. The city outside lowers its voice to a faint murmur. Taxis flash yellow through the half-closed blinds. I take another sip, swallowing the leftover posture, watching the frost turn into water, droplets on the wood. Cold draft behind blue curtains, wash it all down. Just me, a quiet glass, and the shadows on the floor. No emails to answer, no mask I have to wear tonight. We drink to survive the day, we sip to feel alive. Cold draft behind blue curtains, let the night take over now. The red neon from the convenience store across the street cuts a line through my half-empty glass like a laser beam. My feet are sore, my jacket smells like stale subway air, and my phone screen stays black, face down on the laminate. I swirl the amber ice, listening to the tiny clicking sound. A small rhythm in the room that forgot how to speak. It takes 3 drinks to forget the manager's tight smile, and 4 drops of sweat on the coaster to remember who I am. The city outside lowers its voice to a faint murmur. Taxis flash yellow through the half-closed blinds. I take another sip, swallowing the leftover posture, watching the frost turn into water, droplets on the wood. Cold draft behind blue curtains, wash it all down. Just me, a quiet glass, and the shadows on the floor. No emails to answer, no max I have to wear tonight. We drink to survive the day, we sip to feel alive. Cold draft behind blue curtains, let the night take over now. A faint siren echoes 5 blocks away in the distance. The glass gets lighter but my eyelids get heavy. In this small studio room I am finally sovereign. The sharp aftertaste is the only honest thing I heard today. The bottle sets down with the soft clink. Shadows stretch wide across the wall. Paper sleeper rise slow, rinsing the city away. Just an empty glass and a quiet room. Yeah. Is there a reason my shoulders refuse to drop even now? Yeah. The tavern sign blinks purple outside the blurred window pane. Yeah. A guy in a navy suit orders dry snacks, talking to his phone, and I am watching a drop of water race down the amber bottle. Yeah. Did I reply to that afternoon memo about quarterly budgets? It doesn't matter. The server places down a bowl of salted beans. My thumb swipes across the screen full of people living grand lives, while my shoes feel 3 sizes too heavy under the table edge. The first sip hits cold, burning smooth behind my teeth. Everything loud gets turned down just half a notch. Thoughts drift like smoke from the griddle in the back. No direction, no punchline, just drifting out the door. Let the bitter burbles wash away the things I couldn't say. I am taking off the version of myself I wore all day. Between the second glass and the hum of the late train, my mind floats free, unanchored from the deadline strain. Just me and the fist dissolving into clear space. Remember when 25 sounded like a distant sci-fi movie? Now 30 is standing at the bus stop checking the transit app. My manager said good effort, but his eyes were already on his coat. I wonder if the cashier at the convenience store remembers my face. Pickle radish, roasted peanuts, cold foam settling on my lip. I used to wanna change the world, now I just wanna see on the subway. It is funny how ambition shrinks into a comfortable corner seat, watching the ice cube spin until it turns into water again. Let the bitter bubbles wash away the things I couldn't say. I am taking off the version of myself I wore all day. Between the second glass and the hum of the late train, my mind floats free, unanchored from the deadline strain. Just me and the fist dissolving into clear space. The clock on the wall says 11:42. Nobody is great at my performance in this booth. No slides to present, no status updates to send. Just a quiet glass, a deep breath, and a chance to bend. One last sip, warm at the bottom. Street lights stretch out long and yellow. Tying my coat, walking into the cool night air. I guess I'm okay for now. Yeah, this metal swivel chair feels heavier than 5 long years of overtime. I sink into the cushion while the condensation drips down the bottle side. To that kid in the oversized hoodie sitting in the library back then. You thought 30 meant you would have the world completely figured out, didn't you? Now I sit here in the small kitchen twisting off a cap, listening to the ice clink softly as the quiet takes over the room. I poured 2 ounces into a cheap tumbler glass. One for the present, one for the ghost of your ambition. If you could see me sitting under this flickering bulb tonight, would you be disappointed by how quiet my victories turned out? So here is a drink to the kid with the unbrushed hair, staring at the ceiling, dreaming of a stage somewhere. I survived the suits, I survived the cold cubicle air. Even if my knees ache now when I climb the stairs. You held the spark, I kept it barely lit through the storm. Take a sip with me tonight, let the burning keep us warm. Yeah, you used to write rhymes on the backs of bus receipts, chasing poetry down empty late night city streets. Now I balance spreadsheets, calculate rent and buy cheap beer, tracing one linoleum, wishing you were sitting right here. Don't be mad that we didn't become a superstar on TV. We paid the bills on time and that's a different kind of bravery. I put down my glass, unbutton the top button on my shirt, learning how to heal from every little invisible hurt. I know you hated compromise, dreams and steady pay. You swore you would never end up talking in corporate terms every day. But look at this roof above us, look at the peace in this glass. We made it through the dark times you thought would never pass. So here is a drink to the kid with the unbrushed hair, staring at the ceiling, dreaming of a stage somewhere. I survived the suits, I survived the cold cubicle air. Even if my knees ache now when I climb the stairs. You held a spark, I kept it barely lit through the storm. Take a sip with me tonight, let the burning keep us warm. The chair creaks softly as I lean back against the wall. I drink the last drop for the kid who stood up after every fall. Good night to 18, you did alright, you did alright. A pale violet glow stains the edge of our counter, where the cheap plastic sign casts its flicker and shade. You slid into the booth without saying a word, unbuttoned your suit jacket, ordered the same shot I made. I pushed the red plastic dish of dry peanuts your way. You nodded one slow, like we signed a quick truce. 8 hours of pretending we care about deadline reports. Now we sit in the hum of this lemon tinted juice. You asked if my boss was as bad as your manager. I laughed through my nose, took a swallow of my heart. We don't need our real names to understand the way to trying to survive when every mistake is your fault. The ice drops a beat in the tall wooden bowl. You slide a blank coaster across to my side. No promises made, no tomorrow to keep. Just 2 me a fake name, give me a worst day. We can burn up the hour before the last train. Fill up the glass till the foam hits the brim. Drown all the emails and swallow the pain. Tomorrow at 9 we go back to the crowd, silent and polite in our navy blue suits. But right now the night belongs only to us, two anonymous voices with nothing to prove. Yeah. You tell me you wanted to paint when you were 22. Now you analyze spreadsheets until your eyes bleed red. I tell you I plan to move out near the ocean side. Instead I write memos and nobody ever has read. A bartender wipes down the counter 3 feet away. His towel making squeaks on a cheap acrylic top. You pour from your bottle, I hold up my glass for you. We don't talk about romance, we just let the world stop. Do you ever feel invisible, you ask with a smirk? Tapping your fingernail against the thick rim. I said only from 9 until 6 every single weekday in this violet tint. I feel solid. The ice drops a beat in the tall wooden bowl. You slide a blank coaster across to my side. No promises made, no tomorrow to keep. Just two tired strangers with nowhere to hide. Tell me a fake name, give me a worst day. We can burn up the hour before the last train. Fill up the glass till the foam hits the rim. Drown all the emails and swallow the pain. Tomorrow at 9 we go back to the crowd, silent and polite in our navy blue suits. But right now the night belongs only to us, two anonymous voices with nothing to prove. We don't exchange numbers, we don't drop a pin. The best kind of comfort is knowing it ends. You pay for your half with a crisp yellow bill. For 45 minutes we were closer than friends. The street lamp outside turns the asphalt to bronze. You stand up and I pulling down on your sleeve. Stay safe on the subway, whoever you are. Drink with a stranger was all we both needed to breathe. Yeah, last night my manager said I look distant lately. Like I am watching myself from across the room. I swallow cold lager and stare at the tiny tear in the vinyl booth, lining right beside my knee. The coaster has a blue oil stain shape like a fish. The ceiling fan wobbles every 7 seconds. I got 3 stools over, has a phone screen cracked in 3 places. The ice cube in my glass split right down the middle with a tiny pop. I collect these small things so I do not have to think. A half-burnt match sticking out of the soy sauce tray. The neon sign humming, a low B flat note. Everything is holding its breath, just like me. Just one glass after 6 p.m. Watching the condensation build its little river down the side. A list of quiet details no one else will notice. I wash down the work day, one small fact at a time. The yellow street lamp flickering outside the window. My thumb pressed hard against the rim of the glass. The bartender wipes the same spot on the counter 4 times. A red bus passes, throwing light across my knuckles. My lanyard is still twisted inside my jacket pocket. My battery icon turns red at 8%. You say yesterday that I never sit still anymore. Now I'm frozen counting dust motes in the amber light. A saw shaker with 2 clogged holes on the left. The faint smell of grilled onions clinging to my cuffs. I collect these small things so I do not have to fill a green lighter with the logo rubbed halfway off. The server tapping her shoe to a melody I used to know. Everything stays right where it is for 5 minutes. Just one glass after 6 p.m. Watching the condensation build its little river down the side. A list of quiet details no one else will notice. I wash down the work day, one small fact at a time. The yellow street lamp flickering outside the window. My thumb pressed hard against the rim of the glass. Yes, yesterday's worst day stuck behind my teeth. You said I look like someone waiting for a train that already left. So I count the chip white tiles on the wall behind the taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. easier to count the world than fix myself. The lime wedge sinks to the bottom. The table shakes when a heavy truck rolls past. My glass is empty now, just small details left in the quiet. Yeah. Frayed acrylic cuff scratches my wrist as I set the green bottle down on the Formica table. The rough weave catches on the splintered corner, bringing back a winter from 6 years ago. You used to pull these zigzag sleeves over your hands when the outdoor bus stop grew too cold. Now the fabric is thin, threadbare at the seams, just like the promises we forgot to hold. I poured 3 fingers into a heavy shot glass, watching the condensation bead and run. The steam from the spicy stew fills the small tent while another long work day is finally done. My manager kept me till 8:30 talking about metrics I don't care to meet. Now I sit alone in this quiet corner while late taxis splash through the rain on the street. One sip chills my throat, then burns straight through to my chest. And suddenly I am standing back in 2018, feeling young and hopelessly blessed. In the bottom of this glass, the past starts to spin. I wash down the fatigue that settled under my skin. Remember when we bought the cheap sweater at the underground mall? We had $50 total and thought we could conquer it all. Now I earn a steady salary, but my heart feels light and low. Just a drink after work while the memory decides to show. Yeah. The beat from my headphones hums low in my pocket, a lo-fi loop in my head. I trace the freight stitching on my left elbow instead of checking the messages left on red. You laugh when I spill cheap coffee on this sleeve during our first midterms at the campus cafe. I swore I would throw it out, but it survived 3 apartment moves, and every blue day the bartender sets down a bowl of salted peanuts without saying a single word. In this city of 8 million people, it's nice when your silence is heard. In the bottom of this glass, the past starts to spin. I wash down the fatigue that settled under my skin. Remember when we bought the cheap sweater at the underground mall? We had $50 total and thought we could conquer it all. Now I earn a steady salary, but my heart feels light and low. Just a drink after work while the memory decides to show. We thought success meant tailored wool coats and leather shoes that don't scuff. Now I wear the suit every morning, but somehow it never feels like enough. I take another swallow, letting the sharp alcohol blur the edges of the room for 5 brief minutes. Your voice cuts right through the corporate gloom. Frayed acrylic sleeve resting on the wooden table. I pay the small bill in cash while I am still able. Walk out into the midnight breeze, pulling the collar high. Another day survived under the cold city sky. "10:34 pulses on the watch face. I loosen my tie in the dim puncture space. The cheap lager fizzes in a frosty cup. My phone on the table, face down, screen turned up. A picture and even 10 winters from now. Sitting in a parlor with a clearer brow, we will order top shelf instead of this draft. Remembering how hard we labored and left. The suit will fit better, the rent will be clear. We will drink to the ghost of this difficult year. Right now my shoulders are stiff from the grind, but I close my eyes and I fast forward time. Oh, I see us older, contented and calm, holding a glass in a warmer palm. So I raise this cold glass to the person I will meet when the struggle is distant and the quiet is sweet. 5 years or 10 years, wherever we stand, as they currently seem. The fluorescent alley is buzzing outside. I count up the subway stops I had to ride. My manager listed 100 demands. My callus is hidden beneath ink-stained hands. In that future kitchen with high ceilings tall, we won't even mention the corporate wall. We will pour 2 dark ambers and clink at the rim, while memory of this small table grows dim. You will tell me I made it through 29 well, with better stories than the ones I now tell. Right now my shoulders are stiff from the grind, but I close my eyes and I fast forward time. Oh, I see us older, contented and calm, holding a glass in a warmer palm. So I raise this cold glass to the person I will meet when struggle is distant and the quiet is sweet. 5 years or 10 years, wherever we stand, I hope that you smile at the work in my hand. One go for the night, one go for the dream. Things are not as heavy as they currently seem. Maybe I will sit on a balcony looking at the sea, or a simple wooden porch where I finally feel free. I will take a quiet sip and recall this wet street, the smell of grilled skewers, the weary fatigue. And I will thank the young kid sitting here in the dark, who kept drinking beer and kept chasing the spark. 10:35 now, the ice starts to melt. It is okay to feel every hard thing I felt. See you in the future, my friend. See you when the long days end. Just one more sip before I go home.